Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Faiz Axel form, not to be confused with Kamen Rider Axel. Lols? No, it's spelled different. Anyway, I don't know what that was about. Oh, Faiz is gonna fall over. Let's go ahead and start this review off by taking a look at the packaging. It's done in all black, pretty much. The whole thing's black, actually. Except for a few things. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. We've got a black and white picture of Faiz Axel here, looking all badass and menacing. It says Master Rider Faiz, written in silver, and then Axel form is written in red. Bandai logo down here, Faiz logo. On the side here, same style writing as up here, and you got the red stripe running up here though. Same thing on this side, red stripe. On the back shows you some coolio poses you can get him in, epic sword badassery, kicking, and then what he comes with, and then him just sitting there like, hey. On the top, same name and stuff, and on the bottom, here's a bunch of random numbers. Alright, so this guy comes with quite a lot, just like the original Faiz did. He comes with his sword here. It comes from Autovagin, and it's got the chip in it, and it's really nicely detailed, as you can see. The blade looks really good. He comes with the phone for the Faiz driver, just like in a talk mode. So we can talk on the phone like my original Faiz. And then he comes with it in its blaster mode here. And then with the shot on top for when he does his kick, but then it acts as a scope on this. That's nice. Comes with 3 different versions of the driver. The one that's on, that's just complete with the chip. This one here that's missing the phone. And then this one here that's just missing the chip on the front. And then he comes with this, with the Faiz. I think this is the Faiz shot actually, I didn't mean that was the Faiz shot. Anyway, it's when he's using the punchy fist camera. And then he comes with, he's wearing the watch right now, but that sounded gross. He has one that has the chip in it. So if you're getting ready to do a final attack or something, I don't know. And then he comes with this, the pointer. That's not the shot, the pointer, there we go. Pointer with the chip in it. And then 3 different hands in addition to the 2 fists he has. He's got a holding sword hand, relaxed action hand, and another relaxed action hand. These 2 go together, and then just a holding the sword hand. So, let's take a look at him. He looks pretty damn cool. Faiz Axel form is my favorite Faiz form. I just always thought he looked badass. The head sculpt obviously is the same as the previous 2 Faiz head sculpts. Some coloring differences. Still retains the black, but this time it's all silver up in here. That sounded weird. And then he's got red eyes, which are kind of coming off orange right now. I don't know why, but it looks really good. The red compound looks great. Overall, great looking face. On the chest here, you can see all the intricate details and like circuitry stuff, which looks pretty damn good. And then the panels up here, you can swivel them down if you want, pretend like it's closed. And then they swivel up, so that's kind of more for articulation, but they're on a joint and they can move up and down. And they swivel around. And then the rest of his body looks really good. That sounded weird. You know, it's all black. It's matte finish, which is really nice. I always appreciate that on a figure. And it's got all the silver lines running throughout it here. The feet are die cast, which is nice too. Got the designs on the bottom here. The belt here, which is detachable, which I guess I'll show in a minute, also looks very nice. And then he's got the pointer and the shot on the side, ready to be used. And then the back, there's not much to tell. Not really a whole lot to tell on him. Articulation 360 ball joint here, swiveling double knee joint, elbow joint here, swiveling at the fist. 360 leg joint here, swiveling, double knee joint, swiveling here. Then you got the toe action. And then here you have articulation at the waist and the chest. And then 360 up and down head movement on his head. So standard Figuarts articulation. He's not really hindered anywhere except maybe this might like brush up against that occasionally. All his joints are very tight, and he's just overall a really nice looking figure. So I'm going to create a bit of a paradox here. I'm not going to remove that, but when you do want to do that pose, you can put the pointer, on his leg, like so. And then you can switch out his fists for this one, which I'm not going to do right now. You can switch out the driver. I guess I'll do it for this one, just kind of yank it off, and the driver stays on there quite well. There's some other drivers that, you know, don't. Make sure I'm getting it in right. Is it right? It could be wrong. And then I'm just looking like an idiot. Yeah, there you go. There's the other one. pull that off. Put this one back on. So yeah, they switch out, so that's cool. So you can... they're very, very concerned about not creating a paradox to rip up a hole in the universe by having two of the same thing. So they give you all the modes for all the possible situations. Here's his watch here. As you can see, it doesn't have the chip on it, so I can switch it out for the one with the chip, as if he were going to do... there. So that's cool. I feel like there's something else I was going to show with this figure. I'm totally blanking it, maybe? I don't know. Other than the usual, you know, hands, but... and these are also removable, obviously, so you don't create a hole in the universe. Alright, so, I guess for the final thing I'll do is I'll get him in a generic pose here. Just kind of sitting here like, yo, I'm gonna fight you. So just that I can show him very quickly next to the original Faiz, who is still talking on his phone to nobody, because the only other Faiz-Figuarts that are here at the moment are himself in other forms. So, more than one Todd Manning, more than one Faiz. Anyway, all the forms look really good together. I really like this figure, probably because it's my favorite form, and I thought the Faiz mold was pretty good. I know a lot of people nitpick about the fingers, like tips not being painted on Faiz and such. That never really bothered me. But overall, Faiz Axel is a really cool figure. If you're a huge Faiz fan, or you're a huge fan of that form in particular, then I can recommend hunting it down. Maybe you can find a decent price on Mandrake or something, because he is an exclusive, unfortunately. But he's a great looking figure, and he's well accessorized. He's just overall a good, solid exclusive release. So I can definitely recommend him if you're interested in him and you're interested in Faiz. But otherwise, you know, it's always difficult with exclusives because they're more expensive, and it all boils down to whether or not you really love the character or the suit enough to shell the money out for it. But all I can really tell you is he's a good figure, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you're a Faiz fan. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough, so until next time, make sure you check out WritersRangersRambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible, and while you're there, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast and the Epic forums at WritersRangersRambles/forums. or .com/forums. Anyway, Dustin Ryder, signing out.